Hey everybody, welcome to Shoot the Veil. We're so glad that you're here, checking in one more time for this podcast. Today we're talking about what would you do if you had to 10x your wedding package right now?
Like 10x's in price?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you were okay, so somebody comes to you and says, "What's like your wedding package right now?"
So my average is
Price.
selling around 5.
Fine. Okay, let's say $5,000. I am going to pay you $50,000 for my daughter's wedding, and you have to make it make sense.
Okay.
Boom. What would you do?
What would I do, man?
So let's just explore that. And let me step back. Here's the mindset, because that's going to be a fun topic.
Yeah, it
Once
is.
we dive in, we're not going to come back out. But here's the idea, and I actually mean this. You're not that good. And I mean that to every one of the people listening.
No, you're not.
No,
Yeah.
you're not that good. Like, you're good.
Yeah.
But you're probably not going to be the best wedding photographer ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that's going to differentiate you from the other people that are really good also, and let me say it another way, you're really good, but so is everyone else.
Right.
That's the point, right?
Yes.
You are not that good.
You're not $50,000.
You're really good, but you're not that much better than all the other really good people.
Okay.
Okay, does that
I understand
resonate?
that resonates. I understand
Yeah.
that. Like, right. There's a million awesome photographers
Yeah.
out there, but am I trying to get it? Why would they go with me?
Right.
Why would they pay me the $50,000?
Well, and
We're-
we're using this 50,000 to think for ourselves from an outside perspective. Like, what is it that I could actually be exceptionally like stand out from the crowd with?
Okay.
And so this question makes us start thinking, okay, it's not going to be my photography, because no matter how good I am, there's going to be a lot of other really good ones.
Right.
And so now I have to start thinking, what is it that's going to make people talk about me? What's going to make me stand out from the crowd? What's going to make vendors and wedding planners and venues and brides telling everybody they know, like, oh my
and
gosh.
obviously the people who are paying for this wedding, what's
Right.
going to make it worth it for them to pay X amount of dollars?
Right.
Okay.
And so we're not actually trying to go after a $50,000 wedding, though that'd be great. But this thought process is going to make us step back and rethink, what are we doing? What could we easily add
right.
that would be a game changer,
Right.
and differentiate ourselves?
Because it's so easy to get in the rut of, okay, this is what I do. And I don't really get out of the creative mindset of where else could I be making extra income from the same day?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's great. That's a good question.
A lot of people want to charge more, but they don't actually add a lot more value. So this is going to have us actually think through, maybe there's some things that are kind of low-hanging fruit that I could add that would really help me
Right.
add a lot of value.
Right.
Okay, so
Do you want me to
just brainstorm.
brainstorm.
Here you
Okay.
go.
All right.
I'm the father. I've got a daughter. I'm paying you $50,000. You better make that make sense.
Okay. Here's what I would do.
Okay.
This is just going off the top of my head. He didn't ask me this until just now, by the way, listeners. I am going to just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I would capture the entire wedding process. I would tell them, first of all, real quick, am I doing photo and video? Because I could totally do photo and video.
I think that's way easier. So let's
Okay, so
let's
just
think
photo?
just photo,
Just photos.
because you
Okay.
charge $5,000 for photo. So to
Okay.
keep it fair, if you're adding video, then we're talking about $100,000 package.
Shoot. Okay, I got you. All right. Well, okay. First thing that I would do is I'd probably go straight in and I'd say, we're going to capture finding the dress day. Okay. So that means it's a random Monday, Wednesday, whatever, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
It's kind of cool.
Kind of cool. I want to be there when she's finding the dress, and I want to get reactions. I want to be able to say, hey, here's mom freaking out because you know what? She just found the dress.
Yeah.
So that'd be a cool thing.
There's
to
a lot of emotion.
There's a lot of emotion there.
And
It's
right now
kind
they're
of
using their
preamble to-
iPhone.
Right now they're using their iPhone. So I would want to be there for that moment.
Cool. I like that.
I think that would be great. And then I think it would be cool just to go ahead and throw in finding the suits with the guys. It could be, it doesn't take long for guys to do that.
Yeah.
Why not? It could
Yeah.
be cool. It just really shows, the building up to this big day.
And you go with like some buddies to do that.
Yeah. When I
Yeah.
went and did it, it was like, hey, we're all going to go find our suits, get suited, and go get lunch together.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I loved that. It was so much fun.
And then if they know the photographer's coming, they're going to make it a bigger deal.
yes.
So we're going to go to a cool place. We're going to get size. The tailor's doing his thing, and then we're going to go out to lunch. We're going to go to Top Golf or something. We're going to have a guy's day.
Right.
Kind of cool.
It's kickstart.
Okay.
It's a kickstart to the bachelorette party thing.
Okay. Speaking of which,
No, I wouldn't. I could. No bachelorette
don't
parties.
remember.
I'll pass on that one. They're gonna have to hire a
Okay.
new photographer
there
at
you
the
go.
beach.
Well, you could send somebody. Yeah. Okay.
I could send somebody,
okay.
but I'm just not doing that personally.
Yeah,
Personally.
okay.
I don't know.
Maybe that gets covered by
Yeah.
one of the 10 people that are on your team
Ooh.
at that price.
See, there we okay. So from there, then I'd go straight and we get the rehearsal dinner. Okay. So now
Okay.
we're at 3 days.
Okay.
Unless they find the suit, do the dress in one day. I do the rehearsal dinner. We get the photography there. We get, pictures of speeches, all those special moments, family photos there. Then from there, I would probably go ahead. Ooh, I don't know. Is this cool? What if
Keep
I
going.
made a slideshow
Okay.
of the rehearsal dinner and had it playing at the wedding? Somewhere, not like on a giant, screen, but somewhere in the corner.
Yeah.
Last night recap. I don't know. It could be
Keep
cool.
going. Keep
Why
your
not?
brainstorming.
Let's just do it.
Put it
Okay.
on the wall. We'll
Let's do it
figure
on
it
the
out.
wall. Okay. And so we do that, and then photos. Sorry, something just flew in my face. Photos for the wedding day.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're there from the beginning. I would have plenty of people helping me out.
Okay.
Bring in lights, bring in all the fun jazz,
Okay.
right? And from there, I mean, what do you do at a wedding that nobody else does?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
See, it goes back to your point. There's only
So we're a couple minutes in. You've thought of a couple of like, whoa,
yeah,
things. And then you've thought of a couple that are like, wow, this is hard
yeah.
to actually be different. Okay. So
I'm there.
now you're at the wedding day.
I'm at the wedding day.
Okay. Keep going. I just want all your
We
thoughts
do the
out.
photos. We make sure we get. What I would do is a stand. So, do some sort of picture wall type deal and have someone man a camera, come get your photo, guest
Okay.
area. So
Like a
there's
photo booth thing.
photo booth type thing, whatever that's like a greenery wall with the sign hanging up. But I have a guy doing photos with the guest somewhere.
Yeah. People like photo booths.
Yeah, photo booths are huge right now. That's a cool add-on feature that I'm thinking about throwing in there on my own packages right now.
So you would have that. You could even, we're talking about 50 grand. You could even style that. Like you're renting from the rental house. It's not on their budget.
Right.
Like you're making that beautiful.
Right. You have flashes. You just make it look awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe do one of those little spinny table things on the dance floor. You know what I'm talking about? They have like the stick in it. They
yeah,
get on
yeah,
it and they dance, whatever.
Yeah.
Seen those a couple
Like
times.
the slow motion thing, the
Yeah,
360
the
camera.
360 camera. Why not throw that in there? Just make it just every way possible.
That's cool.
And then, well, we talked about this one time on a podcast, and it was we do a bridal portrait the day before or something like that, and then we hang that glorious print,
Yeah.
and that looks awesome. We get it framed and everything.
Yeah.
I might have to throw that in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Get like a
No-brainer.
4x6 foot,
Yeah.
and why not just go crazy?
Yeah.
Get this awesome thing and hang it somewhere, reception or something.
Beautiful.
And maybe if they wanted a portrait of themselves, we could do that. That's
Mm-hmm.
a huge thing too. We do a big portrait of them. Then I'd probably go in and after we finish the wedding day, I do a 24-hour photo turnaround. So they have the day before. And I mean every photo. That means I'm up all night
Yeah.
if I have to.
Okay.
And then immediately go into the photo albums that I'd send to each family.
Each family gets one.
Each family gets a premium leather photo album.
Great.
Each worth $1,000 or more.
Yeah.
And then a couple of prints. I take care of any print needs.
Yeah.
What else am I missing here?
Okay. No, those are great. I think what you've described is actually doable.
It's like actually doable.
you
Like
should
I
do
feel
all
like
that
some
stuff
people
at
would
10
actually
grand right
want
now.
that at 10 grand.
Easy.
Easy. And it's
I don't know about the maybe the shoot the dress, like the yes to the dress thing. That's kind of
Yeah.
cool. I think that's neat.
I saw there's an awesome videographer, Justin Porter Media, and he goes and he makes basically a Netflix documentary.
Oh,
So he makes
the
this
whole process.
he does the whole process.
Cool.
And he's making good money off of doing this, and he's full time, huge on TikTok, huge everywhere. He has his own podcast, and
He's
really
doing
cool.
video.
Yeah, he's a video guy. But what
Yeah.
he does is he goes and just says yes to the dress, and he makes it like this whole like
Yeah.
Kardashian feel type thing.
Right.
And it's each, most highlight videos are under 10 minutes, under 8 minutes. His is like 30 to 40.
It's an episode.
And it's an episode of your life
Yeah.
on display.
Wow.
Really cool. And I took some inspiration from that.
That's
But,
cool.
Yeah. Hey, I promise we'll get right back to the podcast, but before you press skip, we just want to give you an offer to join the Shoot the Veil community. And that is just going to give you access to everything we have to offer as a community. We have resources, we have photo competitions. It's an amazing place to be as a wedding photographer. And so we're opening that door to you to come in. So for you to do that, go to the website, shoottheveil.com, and use the promo code podcast to get 1 month free to see if this is a place for you. Now, back to the podcast.
Okay, well let's go back to the beginning, and because what you've described is really good, and this was totally off the cuff. So everything you said is awesome. We're gonna try to 3 or 4 times more.
Oh boy,
than that.
what can I?
So
Okay.
so I wrote a couple. I had the benefit of like thinking through this a little bit.
Yeah.
They sign with you. There's a signing gift arrives at their house,
Ooh,
like
okay.
flowers or something awesome, or
Okay.
$500 level gift, like super cool.
Very cool.
Delivered to the house. So that's cool. Let's see, what else did I write down?
Something that makes them excited right off the bat.
Yeah, like immediately, like the next day, it's delivered in like a black van,
Ooh,
white gloves.
yeah.
They walk up and just wanted to say thank you. You're not part of the Sam Sykes photography family, and this is how we say welcome.
Yeah.
And there's champagne and chocolate from, a
Wherever.
designer chocolate, like Philip Ashley chocolates, like amazing chocolatier, custom made for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's welcome to the family. Maybe we talked about this in a podcast once about like the mother and father of the bride and groom,
Yeah.
or of the bride get massages, like
Did
a
you-
couple's massage.
Yeah.
Remember that? Like you've done so much. We just wanted to do something.
So
for
I got to
you.
ask this now. Is this something that they see on the front end when they book, or is this something how you
Some of these-
treat them?
These are just experience.
Okay, so this is not like when you book the diamond package, you
Right,
get
right.
chocolate and massage. This is like a treat for them as a
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah, and this
Okay.
what we're doing is how do we make the dad's writing the check, mom and dad writing the check. How do we make that 50 grand make sense?
Yeah.
And so there's just amazing little experiences throughout.
Okay.
That's an important piece. We don't need to think what's literally listed only. We do
Okay.
need to list a lot of things, but some of these things are just going to be above and beyond service that
Yeah.
blows their mind, because those are the things you talk about. But we did a whole podcast on that.
We did a whole
You don't
exactly.
talk about the things that are expected.
Yeah.
And if
right.
I'm paying literally for all these things, okay, I got it. That's great. I don't share that with my friends, but I share the things that were unexpected. Mm-hmm. So that's an important piece of this, maybe.
That's what gets people talking.
But let's think about going through. You talked about a bridal session. What if the bridal session is a bridal day, and it's pampering? It's like facial, hair and makeup at a luxury like retreat center. It's you've rented a location. There's she's like a Hollywood actress. Like
Wow.
there's everything.
That's
She's
crazy.
cared for that whole day. And then the photo shoot happens, and then of course the big print at the wedding. But that day is a big deal.
That's crazy.
What if the engagement session includes travel to a destination? What if it's a weekend getaway engagement session wherever they want to go?
That's kind of cool.
Dude,
That's kind of cool.
That would be
Let's
mind-blowing.
go have a little Airbnb or whatever.
yeah.
And
We're going to Cabo San Lucas. We're doing on the beach.
Yeah.
Like we're going to Paris. We're going wherever they want to go.
Is it on me?
Dad paid you 50 grand. You can afford $2,000 to fly them.
2,000. Okay, gotcha. I'm thinking more like 5.
Okay, I'm just talking about to get them
Yeah.
there. Yeah, but maybe
$5,000. Okay,
maybe it's
deal.
a $5,000 engagement session.
Gotcha.
That's legit.
Okay, I'm
They
down.
they get a trip out of it. Maybe you rent a private jet.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh, that's $10,000.
Right.
Not
So
happening.
we're getting in there. But okay, so now we're thinking though along the right way. So what can you do to blow their mind? So engagement session is blow your mind. Of course, there's an album that comes from the engagement session. That's their signing book at the wedding day.
Yep.
That's cool. You were going through your wedding day. We were thinking about the team. I actually would spell this out. Like there are 2 master lead photographers.
Mm-hmm.
Each has an assistant. Mm-hmm. That's an important piece. And I've been at weddings. I've done that at weddings. I've seen other people when I was doing video. I saw other teams that had like 6 people on the photo team.
Ridiculous. Wow.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, wow, they really went all out.
Yeah.
And when you're doing a $500,000 wedding, like it made sense,
Right. Right.
which is crazy, but that happens. That happens a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's 2 leads, and you tell the family this is what you're getting: 2 leads, 2 assistants. What if we also had a film photographer?
Because that's huge right now.
That's kind of big.
Yeah.
So we're bringing a film.
We get
person.
Angela Adams out there. I'm just playing.
But we do something timeless. So we do film, and then we do something instant. What if there's someone there doing the TikTok reels, Instagram reels all day?
Yeah, well, that'd be kind of fun.
And that's part of your team.
Yeah.
Like we hire an 18-year-old, and all they do is use their phone and make fun stuff all day, kind of documenting the wedding day.
That's
right
kinda
alongside the film person who's doing the timeless stuff. So you're honoring it and you're having fun with it.
Cool. That's kind of cool. Man, you're thinking outside of the box. You're
That would
thinking
be
outside
cool.
of the box out of the box. You're 2 boxes away.
So we're way out of the vibe. Like there's
Yeah.
no boxes in this world. So, I thought about inspiration. So everybody does like inspiration board. What if you have part of your process? What if you have an app
Okay.
where it takes the things they put on Pinterest, they can also be putting them into your app. Into your app, there's an AI software that's going to blend everything that they like into a perfect mood board
Whoa.
that says, this is what will make them happy.
Whoa.
That's possible.
Yeah, we got openai.com.
Yeah.
So you can do a whole bunch with that.
So the more detail the bride can put into that inspo pile that your AI is going to sort through, the AI is going to spit out, they like soft focus, natural light.
But we
this
need
way.
AI for that. That's my question. I mean, it's
I mean,
almost
you
like
can do it.
Yeah, I can look at 25 photos and say, okay, they like posed or they like prompt, or So I mean,
Totally.
maybe that's, and I do like it to where it's a little more, personal.
I think they need to see the input and the output.
Okay,
How you get there. I don't think they actually do probably like your idea better.
Yeah.
Like this is you as an artist figuring it out instead of AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think the point is their inspo board becomes a product.
Okay. Yeah.
And they're shown that, and they can see like, whoa, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Like, that is going to make me happy. And that's before the wedding. On the day of, you talked about a slideshow. We've done it where we bring an editor to the wedding, and we're dumping cards constantly. And at the rehearsal dinner, we had a giant 10 by 16 or 9 by 16 screen on one wall. We rolled it out, unveiled it, and projecting wedding day pictures up on the wall in the corner of the room.
Wow.
Because all those little moments as a
Like
photographer,
the getting ready and all that good stuff.
everything. Like, well, and so it was enough to like tell the story up through the kiss. And so that was sort of the finale of this walk through the
Right,
day. Because
right.
everybody else in the room showed up at the ceremony, and now they're at the party.
Yeah.
And for them to be able to see the bridal session, the fun that the bridesmaids had, this is where the bridesmaids fall in love with the photographer. Like, oh my gosh, you're doing my wedding. This is where everyone in the room is like, this is so amazing. And everybody's seeing why the bride hired you.
That's good.
So we've actually done that. And
So like a
that was
projector,
phenomenal.
like on the wall somewhere.
Yeah. Low bar is just putting a few pictures on an iPad over like on a table.
Right. Right.
But make this a part of the reception. Like it's
Yeah.
part of the entertainment.
right.
And so after the first dance, from that moment on, this is playing over in the corner of the room, and people are just oohing and awing and constantly coming up to you and saying, oh my gosh, these are amazing.
This happened today.
Yeah.
That happened today. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
We actually did it with video, which
No
is
way. I saw someone do that. I not personally. I saw
Yeah.
they did like a 12-hour turnaround. I was like,
So we did up through the kiss video edit played as the finale of the reception.
wow. So at the end of the reception,
Yeah.
you had right before the exit and everything. We're over here.
Before
Like,
the exit,
yeah.
final dance, everyone in the room watches the video, and then a song plays while the bride and groom. I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Like it was so beautiful. We played it. Everyone in the room watched it. Everyone's crying. Like the whole room is emotional.
Oh my
The bride and
goodness.
groom have their final dance,
Yeah.
and everyone is like in tears walking out, like ready for the send off.
No way.
It was so beautiful, so emotional. Everybody's like, now I know why we were here.
yeah.
Now I know what today meant. And they watch it, and you can hear oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna cry. You can hear the groom's message to her
Oh wow.
that
yeah.
that she hasn't even heard.
Okay, it's like a private letter type deal.
Oh my gosh. And we would tell the groom, like, bro, you are going to melt every heart in the room. So
Yeah.
we need you to have a little short message.
Right.
And when that plays at the end of the night, oh my gosh, dude.
That in itself is worth thousands of dollars more.
So good.
I mean,
But we'd have to
that's
bring-
a whole production.
It's a huge production.
That's a whole production. That's a whole,
Yeah.
extra how many people. But
So
I
we
like
had
it.
a guy literally in a back room. We did it like a long time ago when we had to bring like a Mac
desktop.
tower. Like laptops weren't even capable of editing that fast.
Yeah.
But we had, everybody's dumping their cards constantly.
So every hour to 30 minutes, here you go, swap out. Here you go.
And he's just putting together this little 2-minute, like amazing melt your heart thing.
It's
So-
doable.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a challenge where you see how fast you can make a highlight video after the wedding.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, it is possible, especially when it's fresh on your mind,
Oh yeah.
to do a 24-hour turnaround.
We did it in 4 hours.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you're right. Someone could come home
You
that night,
could do it.
ingest the footage overnight, wake up at 8 the next morning, and have it done by lunchtime.
Lunchtime, maybe wake up at 5.
You could.
Well, you'd have to have your music picked out.
Yes.
You'd have to have your music, and you'd have to know your layout
Yeah.
beforehand.
But doing up through for us doing it up through the kiss and the exit that's the finale. The music ends. Everyone's clapping. Like, it's a pretty simple story to tell. Like she got ready, he got ready. It was beautiful. They said some words. They kissed. Like it's not complicated. We know what's gonna happen.
Right.
So it just needs to be beautiful. But what's cool is, at a wedding reception, people are just stuck full of emotion. They're
Right.
looking for ways to outpour it. And so if you give them that context, you are the reason they were all then releasing that emotion. And so as a photographer or videographer, you get to hold that.
Yeah.
You get to like be that person in the room that
Wow.
delivered that emotional response to everyone in the room. And that's what it's all about.
That's awesome. So I've learned a lot already about how I can really add more.
And some of these are like legitimately doable.
They're doable. They're
Like
doable.
some of the like vacation, the destination engagement,
Private jet.
that's doable, but that's crazy. But I challenge everybody to think through, like, if you were to be given 50 grand and you had to make it make sense, what would you do? And then from that list, now, what could you actually add right now and maybe just double your package?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's that's doubling your income for the year.
Yeah. Wow. Thinking of it that way, that's big.
That's big. So, if I turned my 5 into a 10 and, made it make sense and made it worth it, obviously you're hitting a new market. But it's a good exercise, I think.
It's a good exercise on also how to stand out. Like, it makes you more money, but it also gets you way more bookings. Because we get back to the idea, like, you're not going to be that much exceptionally better of a photographer. You're going to get good, and everyone else is going to get good, and then it's about the experience. And so maybe this helps everybody think through, how do I
love that.
elevate that experience?
That's good. That's a good practice and warm up to today is how I'm going to just overall be the best in my area and offer the most.
There you
Offer
go.
the most.
Offer the most value.
That's awesome.
Cool.
My mind, my box, and my brain has done that. It's expanded a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's
There's
good
probably
stuff.
a lot more ideas. I'm sure as y'all are listening, you have a lot more ideas.
Yeah.
And things are going to come to you. And now that you're thinking this, write them down and start trying them out.
This is one thing that I started doing on my proposals. Obviously, when somebody books a package, when they're about to, at least I send them the email and they get to look through we're going to take this diamond package and take the gold, whatever. But then I make a separate page through this little portal that I send out through HoneyBook. I make a separate page and it's add-ons. What would you like to do here?
Yeah.
And it's really working, actually.
That's
So I'm
cool.
like, okay, let's just throw on the album. Let's throw on the rehearsal footage or whatever if
Yeah.
I have the day open. And then
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. And
That's
then
cool.
it's quickly adding more to one day.
There you go.
So
that's called lifetime value of a client, or getting, like, you've got the client. Now, how do you get more out of them? Which sounds selfish, but really it's about how do you add more value to them,
Yeah.
to their life. So what other things do you have on there?
Right now, I think I only had 4. It was a gallery, and then I think I did something crazy like a 24 or 48 hour turnaround time. And then
How much is that?
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be completely
It's a
honest.
few $100 probably.
No, I think it was almost 1,000.
Dang. Okay.
I think.
Nice.
And then rehearsal dinner footage,
Okay.
photography, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was cool to be able to throw in that, and I think I've sent out 4 or 5 proposals since I did that, and half of them already booked an extra thing.
Wow.
So I was like, well, I should have been doing this a while back.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Good. Okay. Keep us posted on those.
I will.
What else? What of today's list could you add to that? I'm just kind of curious. Like, which one of these?
Photo booth right off the bat. So a photo booth for the guests. I think I could add that for another 1,000.
We were charging $1,500.
Okay.
And it was half the people did it.
Okay.
Just an easy add-on.
Great. So do that. That's good. It doesn't take that much out of me. Just pay someone a few hours, 4 hours to do that. Have the setup, have the lights, and what else could I add on there? I already have the rehearsal dinner. I already have a 24-hour turnaround time. I could
Bridal
do
session?
that. I could add a bridal session.
You would have so much fun with that. Well, the
I
cool
love
thing about
doing that.
bridal, yeah, they're so
I literally just
relaxed.
posted something about that on my Instagram. It was about the day after, or you could do day before, but the day after.
Yeah.
That's like if you're doing their portraits, if they're not doing a first look or yada yada.
Yeah.
It's cool. But yeah.
We would do ours several months before. Once she
Several
has the
months.
dress.
Okay, wow.
Once she has the dress, we go ahead and schedule it
Yeah.
so that we have time to edit, choose, print, frame, deliver
Yeah.
at the wedding.
Gotcha. One day is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Especially
And
if you're
it's-
there for everything.
And
else.
they're busy. Like the month of the wedding, they're super busy.
Yeah.
So this kind of is at least 60 days before, and
okay.
they're relaxed, and that's where you get to do the pampering, and you can elevate the experience.
Yeah.
You can have a makeup artist come, and you can have. You don't want it to be, so you. One of the weird things, now that I'm thinking about it, like do they have a makeup artist that they love? Are they going to trust one that you bring? Because that's kind of a big deal. But you also
Right.
you don't want them to kind of halfway do it.
Right.
This
right.
is their wedding portrait, so
Yes. Yes.
maybe part of the deal is you're paying their wedding or their makeup artist.
Yes. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, so
Because
that's
most
easy.
of them have them picked out. So
Yeah.
that's good stuff. So I could.
Bouquet is a big deal. So you got to
Bouquet.
pay for the bouquet.
Yep.
And that gets you a good relationship with the florist.
And that also allows them to see the bouquet and give them an option. It's like when a makeup
Yeah.
artist goes to say, hey, let's throw a trial. You can do a trial with your florist.
There you go.
There you
it's,
go. Cool.
it's a few $100 for the florist, and you're paying for that. And the bride and groom feel like, or the bride gets to see it, like you say.
Yeah.
But I've done one before where they didn't go all out, like they didn't get a great bouquet, and so the picture was less than the wedding day because the bouquet wasn't a big deal.
Right. Right. I understand that.
That's a big deal. If they don't go all out on the bouquet, just don't have a bouquet in it.
Right. Just
Yeah.
better leave it out in general.
Anyway, so those are some great little add-ons. You're
Yeah.
already changing the game without adding any new clients.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And adding value to your service.
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, this doesn't have to be a really long podcast. It's
No.
really like a story starter. We want to see where this goes for you guys. I want to see where this goes for you. Like
I do
keep growing
too.
it.
I do too. I'm excited. I
That's
really
cool.
am. This is, you told me about it. I was like, whoa, this is going to be cool when I can
Yeah.
expand my mindset and services.
Yeah, that's what
really
we're here
good.
for.
That's awesome. Well, guys, thanks for stopping in for another Shoot the Veil podcast. If you're not already a member, go ahead to shoottheveil.com, make your account today, and it just allows you to be connected with other people in this community of wedding photographers. You have posing, all sorts of fun things from live calls to photo competitions. It's a great place to be as a wedding photographer and just all around have a good time. And if you are already there, go ahead and let's see some of the game changers you guys have. Go ahead and post something that you can add to a wedding package, make a little more money, and just use the hashtag game changers. And we would love to see what you have to offer. And until then, Donnie, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome. And we'll see you guys next time.